Hello. How's it going? Very exciting to be here. Exciting to be in America. Honestly, just exciting to be out with fellow humans. It's usually more of a 2D laptop situation, so nice to see you in 3D. But it's true, I don't get out that much. In fact, I get out so little that when I was out 2 weeks ago, I went to 2 bars in one evening, which was pretty crazy. My bank cancelled my credit card because, as the bank rep told me, it was just so far outside your normal spending history. We assumed that it had to be fraud. Now, I was on a date that evening, maybe like you guys, which was... I was on a date, and for me that was pretty rare, and I needed my card back. So I gave the bank a call. Hello, Mr. Butler. This is Robert from Bank of Ireland. Now, for context, the guy on the phone said nothing like this, but the only accents I can do are slightly more upmarket Irish accents, which is highly limiting. Not great for comedy, but when I'm like this is the bank guy, and the other voice is mine. Mr. Butler, I believe you're having some problems with your credit card, which we'll be able to get that sorted for you. We need to ask you some basic security questions. It's like, sure thing, let's do it. Okay, Mr. Butler, we need your name and date of birth, please. Slightly concerned by the standard of security questions, because he's just called me Mr. Butler. But I was like, sure, yeah, Ben Butler, and the 4th of November. Okay, great. Now we have to run through a couple more things. Now, I'm a polite guy, but I'd been on hold for 20 minutes, and I told the girl I was on a date with that I was going to the bathroom. I was like, Robert, is there any chance we can hurry this up? I'm actually on a date at the moment. Oh, of course. How's the date going? I was like, Robert, is this a standard security question? Mr. Butler, we need your full and honest cooperation, otherwise you have to terminate the call. So yeah, the date's going alright, I guess. It's going better before you cancel my card. Mr. Butler, we need one more thing from you. We need to confirm some recent purchases and whether they're you or not. I was like, sure thing. Okay, so there's a charge from Domino's on the 14th of July at 12:38 for a mighty meal deal for one from Domino's. Was that you? Yes, that was me. Okay, and there's another charge at 19:47, also from Domino's, for another mighty meal deal for one. It's a great deal, Rob. What can I say? Okay, Mr. Butler, and there's a charge the following day. And I was like, look, if this is from Domino's again, like, that was me, like, that's fine. You send a little pizza emoji, it's a great setup they have going on, like, it's pretty solid. And you know, I got my card back, and it was unfortunate because the night was going pretty well so far. I'd made it to 2 bars, I was still awake, and I didn't get asked for ID once, which is a new record for me. I'm 25 years old. It's not actually a punchline, but thank you for laughing at my genetics, I guess. No, it's true, like, I know I look pretty young. It's weird though, I'm like an optical illusion for bouncers, because on one side I look about 16, but I also have the disposition of a retired librarian. So they're kind of unsure whether to ask for my ID or offer me the senior discounts card. And honestly, I would take the senior discounts card. My financial situation is, it's okay. You know, the next round's on me, but it's only Bud Light, and it's 1 pint between the 3 of you. Like, I'll get a taxi home after this gig, but I won't get it to my house. I'll get it to where the meter hits $10. It will be on the 101, like 100 meters up in the air, and it'll hit $10. I'm like, this is fine. This is where I climbing over the barriers, scurrying down. Yeah, like it's weird. Like, I don't really take taxis anymore. I'm like a very much tech millennial. I was taking an Uber in from the airport. Uber's kind of fun. It's a weird experience. I was there, and I just landed on a flight from Dublin, which is a pretty long flight. And I was super jet lagged, and I was like, okay, the only way I can stay awake is to like engage this guy in like active conversation. So for me, I was like, look, I was like, hey, how's your day going? typical like high level Uber conversation. I didn't get any response, which was kind of weird. So I was like, I peered around the corner and I saw that the guy was playing a game on his phone, which was slightly concerning from a personal safety perspective, but more in terms of the guy's imagination, because he was playing Mario Kart. And honestly, my first thought was like, okay, this guy's clearly still in the training program. This is just level 8 of Uber driving. But I was like, you're already driving. Like, play Madden or Call of Duty or something. It's not like I got home at the end of the day and play Spreadsheet Simulator. Change it up slightly. It's tough though, right, in these kind of situations, because like my politeness kind of stops me from intervening. My mom like deep politeness into me, not literally. There's some concerned faces there. More kind of metaphorically. My mom and I get on pretty well, but over Facebook. Not so much in real life. I'm not sure people use Facebook Messenger, but there's an option in Facebook Messenger when you make a call to rate the quality of your call at the end, which I take as a gauge of how interesting I found the conversation. So I screenshot the call out of 5 stars and send it to my mom with feedback for the next one. I was home a couple of weeks ago, and my mom and I were having an argument over Facebook. She didn't take kindly to the constructive feedback that I thought was fair. And she was like, "Ben, you son of a bitch," which I appreciated the irony in, but she did not. She's like, "Ben, you son of a bitch, but at least you have your manners." Now, I wasn't going to take being called a son of a bitch by anybody, particularly my bitch mother. So I furiously stood up and gladly pushed in my chair, told her to fuck off while asking to be excused. And furiously strode out the door, and obviously taking away the trash with me as I went. Set up. Thanks so much. It's been great. I've been Ben. I'll see you in a little bit.